Come on in here, man. Let me kick with you. BR was a friend of mine. He was. WAP is my man. Mark Curry is my man. That's Black Rob's extended, I don't know, industry family. It might be a little bit realer than that. Big Worm, what up? What up? 18th and Susquehanna. North, what's up? Ken Intelligent. He was right on time. Classic debut album, Life Story. Classic. I had the pleasure of working with Black Rob like 3 or 4 times during my career. I used to encounter him places, at record labels, Chunking Studio. I can't remember what the name of the building that thisis50.com is in. I bumped into him there before. I interviewed him several times. Did little freestyle videos for him. I remember the first time I met Rob. For some reason, I couldn't help but I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him. And I didn't know why I felt sorry for him and shit. This was just the interviews on my page too, not when he's wearing red, another time when he was wearing all gray. There's a viral clip that was on YouTube a couple years ago, and it's some UCLA players playing basketball, and one of them has his head down and his teammate run up next to him, and he lifts his chin up. You know, ho, chin up, soldier, come on. Whenever I had an encounter with Black Rob, I would find myself doing that to Black Rob. Pick your head up, man. Poke your chest out. You Black Rob, my nigga. You BR, my nigga. What's up? What up? You know what I mean? I would have to pull it out of him and shit. Some days he didn't want to be Black Rob and shit. The last time that I interviewed him, when he had on all red, I was solicited to come to Atlanta to meet with him by his manager, WAP. Black Rob had just had a stroke, and he was having some problems remembering his rhymes and shit. And WAP asked me over the phone, he said, "You know Black Rob songs and shit?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I know them joints and shit. I love that nigga music." He said, "Man, we're gonna need you to come and, sit down with him and kick it and, try to help him remember his lines, because he's not remembering his lines right now." So what we did was they put his music, his videos on the big screen. WAP got a fly-ass crib, the wall, the TV almost the size of the fucking wall, maybe projection screen. And he up there doing his thing, and I'm selecting videos, whatever Black Rob joint I want, play it, and we sit there and sing it together and shit. And it didn't take long for him to kind of like, "This shit hot, man. Yeah, this shit hot. Nigga, you said this shit. You wrote this shit. You did." You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, "Damn, this shit hot." It was like he was hearing it for the first time. And I kept saying to him, I'm like, "Man, you still got this shit in you?" He was like, "Yeah, man, I got something. And I think he went back to New York. He wasn't with WAP long. While I was with him, I don't just talk this get your dribble right fitness shit to y'all online. I'll be talking this shit to the celebrities and everybody else, the rappers I encounter and everybody and shit. I'll tell a nigga if he not looking his best. You know what I mean? I don't got no problem with that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling Rob, you know, Rob had diabetes or whatever, and he was going through things with his diet and shit like that. And I was telling him, I'm like, you need to be eating everything that WAP eating. WAP own a chain of juice bars in Atlanta, Jutox Atlanta. I'm like, you can get your dribble right fucking with him, man. You need the wheatgrass, the ginger, the sea moss. You need alkaline water. You got to change your lifestyle and shit. And his manager, this is his manager's lifestyle. It's right there. He didn't really want that. You can't make nobody change their ways. You can't. And I believe WAP was becoming frustrated or just running out of energy with trying to, you know what I mean, implement the healthy lifestyle that Rob needed to be here. Shit. Scholar 97 says rap life isn't long. I used to hear stories about Rob before I met him. I heard stories about him after I met him. Like, I was contractually booked to do work with Akon and Mark Curry. Mark Curry booked me to do some work with him and Akon. I was staying with Mark Curry for 2 months. I was staying with him for 2 months, lived with him every day, ate together, drink, go to meetings together, did interviews together. You look at some of my interviews I did a few years ago. He was going on interviews with me. If somebody was interviewing me, I take Mark with me and shit. I became very, very close with him. Mark is connected like a motherfucker. And he told me all kind of shit about Bad Boy and about Black Rob and his time spent at Bad Boy with Black Rob and those guys. When I encountered Mark Curry had a hard drive full of music from Bad Boy still. Mark Curry only been in one music video. That's We Ain't Going Nowhere. That's the only one he's ever been in. He never had a solo video. So in his 40s, I ended up shooting like 3 or 4 videos for him. His first solo videos, even though he signed a Bad Boy and shit. I was paying attention to his craft because we was hanging together, we was living together. And I'm listening to songs that still fire. If you listen to some of the videos that we did, one of them, you hear him say 2006, but the music's still fire and shit. Very, very close to Mark Curry. That song that they made, Muscle Game, is a classic. That was a reflection of the chemistry that him and Black Rob displayed together. One of Mark Curry's roles at Bad Boy was to handle Black Rob. Puff and them, road managers, booking agents, any type of staff, nobody can handle Black Rob and shit. He cussed motherfuckers out. You know, he's real street guy and shit. And Mark Curry was the bridge between Black Rob and, I don't know, society and shit. He got classic music. That first album, if you listen to that first album, you know he went through some shit. He was traumatized as a motherfucker. Some of the things that he said on that album, you can't make that shit up. Especially the song about his mom. You can't make that shit up. He was a special person. He had a gift. Wish he would have was here a little longer, man. Straight up. Act One, peace. He said, what happened to him? Somebody fill me in. He's moved on to the Essence show. This shit is like overwhelming. Death is too prevalent. It's too blatant. We see it all the time on news and shit. We see it on news. We see it on social media. We experience it in real life. And DMX just a few days ago, and now BR. This is overwhelming right now. Black Rob definitely left some classic music here, and his name will be mentioned forever. It's funny that y'all mentioned G Dep. I encountered him too. G Dep and Black Rob, you could tell how they could mesh doing records. You could tell that they was close and shit. You kind of got the same impression from either guy. You did. They kind of acted the same and shit. Rob was a little bit louder though. He said his family should sue Diddy and managers. Let's talk about that for a minute. Everybody be blaming Diddy for a lot of shit, right? I don't think Diddy's responsible for Black Rob's decline in health. I don't. Black Rob been off Bad Boy a long motherfucking time. That song Whoa was out in like 2000 or 99 or some shit like that. That was a long time ago. Rob had enough time to reinvent himself and continue to contribute to this hip hop culture. He tried. He was putting videos on World Star. He still would drop a single and shit every now and then. He just couldn't get his dribble right. And he will be terribly missed. What I liked about him, man, Black Rob always used to talk about how nice he was. He used to talk big shit about Bad Boy. He made it clear, Gully, I'm the baddest motherfucker ever stepped in them offices. After when Big died, I held that shit down. Them niggas all know. They know, Puff know, Sean know. Black folks and their Illuminati curses. I heard Diddy was about to help him get back on his feet. It shouldn't have had to get to a high profile, him in a hospital bed for Diddy to get at him. But Black Rob had probably damaged that his access to Puff and shit, man. Puff is here. Puff is relevant because Puff is a workaholic. Puff takes care of his business and shit. I'm gonna say it again. Puff takes care of his business. That's why he's still here. Each individual has to take care of their business and shit. If you have business with Puff, you got to make sure contractually your end of the situation appeases you. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you can't blame this shit on Diddy. You can't. Yeah, sue Diddy for what? I said I know Mark Curry. I know him. I really know him. I done kicked it with him. Insides and out of Bad Boy. Everything, the history of Bad Boy. I'm telling you. Mark was even there the night that shit happened with Jake Robles. Mark was there. So you're absolutely right. Why do people keep saying Diddy a foul nigga? He gave him a contract, right? Shot a video with him, right? Had an 18-wheeler in the video, right? He had pyrotechnic explosions in Black Rob's video, right? Right? Y'all don't think Rob was in a privileged position? Y'all don't think Rob was in a privileged position? He should have fucked up, but man, If I could rap, I would have been filthy rich, man. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from rapping. Why stop rapping? The problem occurs when niggas stop rapping. Okay, you didn't have some differences over here. You fucked up over here. Boom. You keep getting paroled and shit. You keep coming home from jail for the first time. I just came home. He was one of them. One of them I just came homes and shit. Every time that you just came home with a new book of raps, man, you had a chance to shake and shit, man. You can't blame that shit on Puff. You can't. You can't stop dribbling. Boosie proves you don't need a major. Mase and Loon had the same dealings with both of them and are good. It's all in the mind. You have a choice in life. Rob has a permanent impact on hip hop culture. He does. He said contracts are not right. Why the person don't complain about the contract at the time of the signing? Why don't they complain when they reading that shit? Like, why don't they complain? They don't know. Nobody complains when the fucking advance money comes. When they give you that little check, go ahead, sign this. Go check. I've been in them offices. I had to sign before. I had a publishing deal. They put the bread right there. Start writing it out right in front of you, putting your name on it right in front of you. Is you gonna do what you gonna do? You already got your mind, man. I go shopping as soon as I leave this motherfucking office and shit. People live for the right now. Shh. He said they always want to blame the one still on top. Yeah, it don't make no sense. People don't understand the music business. Can y'all like this video? It's almost 600 people here. Niggas gotta stay on top of their health. That's facts. I was not prepared for this. I didn't think nothing. I thought that after him being in the spotlight in the hospital bed, I thought he would get the help that he was in need of. I thought he would get some help. And he'd get another shot, man. We can't take these days for granted and shit. He was a great storyteller. He one of the best rappers from the East Coast. Go listen to that life story joint. He simply could rap his ass off. I used to have deep conversations with him whenever I kicked it with him. He was like, if you listen to him, you could tell that he was institutionalized and shit. You could tell that he was institutionalized because in his songs and shit, he would have all of the fresh slang, the new slang, he would have it first and shit. Black Rob was one of the first niggas saying baby love on the track and shit. He was one of the first niggas saying baby love on the track. You could tell that he was in them yards and them Rikers and them institutions and shit because the shit that came out of his mouth, it didn't come out of many other people's mouth. Everybody had their way of conveying their shit, but Black Rob shit was detailed. You like, this nigga just came home. The Locks even tried to get their master back. No sympathy for the winners, like 50 said. We need to start taking better care of our health. Diddy not responsible for another man's bad habits. Rest in peace. I know a good part of Life Story word for word too. That shit was huge when I was in college. Black Rob came at a good time. I believe Bad Boy was kind of like, they was on the ropes a little bit when Black Rob came along and shit. Yeah, he would always say Gumar Oz Dubois, all kind of slick shit, man. He spoke the 5% lingo, the latest street shit, the latest gang shit. If he had it, he had it. Suge Knight tried to tell us about Puffy years ago. I think he's absolutely right. I don't think nobody that got on BET should be complaining. That's my personal feelings. is if you made it to BET, AJ and Free, you was on your motherfucking way. You was in the game. You was in the game like a motherfucker. It was your decisions. It was your what you did with your time after that. Once you made it to that goddamn Rap City, once you made it to the couch and all of that shit, you're there. Black Rob said in 5 years he had 5 strokes. Sheesh. He said 97 to 2000 Mase was hot. We didn't listen to Mase music. If the Mase came on, we listened to it, but Mase was for the girls. That was our perception of Mase. Niggas that listen to Mobb Deep didn't listen to Mase. We didn't. Niggas that listen to Wu-Tang wasn't really listening to Mase. I'm serious. I might have heard Mase CD and somebody else whip or some shit like that, but it was some fire on there, and he got busy on 24 Hours to Live. Mase, he did his thing, but Mase is for girls, yo. That's my opinion. He said, you don't listen to Murder Mase. He didn't say Murder Mase. Murder Mase wasn't dancing around and shit like that. Y'all keep saying Murder Mase. He wasn't Murder Mase when he made it. When he made it to the, exactly, shiny suits. A-Ball and MJG song, that shit was hard. And it was unexpected to hear a New York guy who was in the driver's seat at the time do a song with A-Ball and MJG. That was impressive. Facts. Somebody said they like Mase over the Woo. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Anyone who didn't like Shine's second album don't listen to music. I liked it all, the Shine shit. Shine shit was fire. Who stayed dumb high for Blunt Lie? Rikers I Sing alumni. Diddy made me pretty. He told us, exactly. Mase told us. I was murdered. P. Diddy made me pretty. When your face get all swollen, it looked like you had a major stroke. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Rest in peace to Black Rob, the great Black Rob, one of the most talented lyricists of the last 20, 30 years. Word. Xavier Banks says, what would happen if more black people take accountability over their lives? I know that health shit, if you look in the mirror and you ain't cute to yourself, if you don't look cute, something's wrong. You got to change something about your diet, period. You know if you're not looking cute. Timothy Allen, what up? Live fast, die young. Boom, boom, boom. We need to bury Chauvin under the jail. That's all coming. The trial gets started back up on Monday. A black man is not expected to live past their 60s. We got to break that trend. We up against a lot. Drug abuse. I'm told DMX didn't have a drug situation. They said that might have been a coronavirus vaccination situation. But Rest in peace to Black Rob. Rennie 180 HD said, Diddy, I'm sure, will live past 60 years old. Virginia in the building. Black Rob Muscle Game is my favorite song from him. Type in Muscle Game Gully TV, and you'll get a 15-minute video of Mark Curry talking about the making of that record with Black Rob. My man said BR probably had COVID. Man, COVID ain't killing no motherfucking body, man. We tired of that shit. Police killing motherfuckers. COVID is the last thing that you gotta fucking worry about. Be clean, take care of yourself, you'll be alright and shit. Motherfucking police killing motherfuckers. Pharmaceutical drugs, opioids killing motherfuckers. Percocets killing motherfuckers. Take care of yourself. Marcus Williams, www.therealdribble.com. That's my website. Nadia, I've been hearing it my whole life. Thank you. Boom, boom. You can't lead a country without a vaccine, no more travel. That's something I'm going to have to deal with. I've been to like 11 countries and shit. If I have to tap out, if I have to deal with that, the only thing I missed was Africa. That's something I have to deal with, man. I'm not going to put my life on the line at all. If I feel a threat, ain't nothing up. My people rented a black Jaguar back in 2001 to go to a Black Rob concert. This shit stings. I seen you're not like, wow, Black Rob. You gotta take better care of yourself, y'all. Period. Why they released Black Rob from the hospital if his kidneys were bad? Let's talk about precautions. Let's talk about before we get to the hospital. Take care of yourself. Stay gingered up, elderberried up. Drink lots of alkaline water, fresh fruits and vegetables. Make sure that you're regular. Make sure that you're getting, man, think it's a game. He said you always got an opinion about shit. I'm telling you the actual facts. You better take care of your motherfucking health. Keep thinking you're gonna eat fucking fast food. Keep thinking you're gonna eat fast food, seafood boils filled with fucking Old Bay. You know what I mean? Beans and rice, oxtails, you know, all the good shit. You think you're gonna keep on doing that and don't be eating no fucking fresh fruits and vegetables in between that shit, taking vitamins, drinking lots of water. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. R.I.P. Banco Pop. The healthcare industry is a business at the end of the day. Crazy Bailey, I can't even pronounce that shit. Never had a dime. My life of crime had to be when I was 9. Mom drunk off wine. BR had a hard life. He did. Health is wealth. He said, chill on the oxtails. I like oxtails. I do. But we can't be just, you know, that can't be the main source of our diet. If your plate, when you make a plate, if it's not colorful, orange, yellow, green, red, if it's not colorful, then it's dead. I'm telling you. Anton Xavier, yeah, you late. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I had to make this announcement about Black Rob. He was a good guy, very talented. Wasn't Hollywood at all. Smoked big blunts with him. Cool dude, man. A lot older than me and shit. Remind me of one of them slick older guys. Anyway, Follow me on Twitter at Gully TV1. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV, and make sure you follow in the Gully TV World page so you get all of those live interviews that I've been doing lately. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Rest in peace to the great Black Rob. Spent some records today, man. Listen to that classic music that he left with us. He will be remembered forever, especially in association with the word whoa. So, peace and blessings to y'all. Enjoy y'all Saturday. One.